Is that like the studio name too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
All right, so when I'm
Monster
ahead,
Studios for Don't Blink Podcast.
All right, yeah. Make it cool. What's going on, everybody? To the bare knuckle world. I'm here today live from Miami. We're at Monster Studios Don't Blink Podcast with the man himself that holds the world record in knockout in combat sports, Yuli the Monster Diaz.
What's up, my brother? Good to see you, baby.
Always good to see you, my man.
Thank
Last
you.
time I saw you, it was BKFC 14, Miami.
That's right.
You had this crazy 3-second viral knockout, which, by the way, I think it's really 2 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just my opinion after watching it, but it was an amazing knockout, man. It went viral, and it was just great to see how happy you were after the fight.
Thank you.
So now, all this happens, right? You go viral after that knockout, ESPN, SportsCenter, all this great stuff, man. What was it like for you experiencing that?
Man, well, first off, thank you for the opportunity again, Joe. You're the man. I appreciate you, brother. It was amazing, brother. It was an unbelievable thing that happened. You know what I mean? We practiced for that. Me and Coach. You know, everybody saw the 3 seconds. There's a lot of hard training behind that for months. You know, COVID hit. We never stopped training. We built a whole facility in the backyard. The jungle gym was born. And we never stopped training. Me and Coach were practicing for that day, exactly that move. You know what I mean? Just going over and over. We watched tape on Benedetto, and we saw what he was gonna do if we put pressure on him. And so I put pressure off the line, and I landed that overhand right, and we made history. It was amazing.
Wow. It was, man. The crowd was electric in Miami. I'll never forget it. People going wild. You're jumping over the ropes.
Yep.
I mean, you look like Tarzan, bro.
Yeah.
I was cracking up when I saw that. I was so happy for you.
Thank you.
And it was just great to see, man.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And now, you know, you're the world record holder in combat sports with a knockout. Undefeated still, 2-0 in BKFC. And there was some stuff going on. I saw some promos. Yuli Diaz is going to be at Knucklemania.
That's right.
And I'm waiting. I don't see anything. What's going on with that?
You know what? I actually have it recorded on my phone of David Feldman himself saying in the last BKFC, the one after Miami, I think it was Kansas or something, saying that you could expect me to fight on February 5th in Paige Van Zandt. And so I'm waiting on my contract. You know what I mean? There's they've told me a couple of opponents. They told me I'm gonna fight on it. You know what I mean? So I'm training my ass off. I'm cutting the weight, and I stay ready.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And you're staying at 185?
I'm going down to 175.
175.
Yeah, that's my true fighting weight. Yeah.
Okay, great. So 175, any names on these potential contracts?
They shot me a couple names, but you know what? I'm not gonna say anybody else's name.
Yep.
One, because I don't need to, and two, because nothing's solid yet. Once it's solid, that's when we run with the name.
Got you. I've noticed a lot of things going on, especially on social media. You know, a lot of people talk shit on social media. It's how people get in fights now. We've seen it with the celebrity boxing. Now we're starting to see it in bare knuckles. Guys talking shit, and all of a sudden they got to fight. You know, so I've noticed a little back and forth on social media with a certain fighter that's been calling you out constantly.
Yeah.
And what's going on with that?
You know, that's I like to look at it like this, man. I'm a grown ass man. You know what I mean? I don't start beefing on internet with you know, on typing. So I'm from the old school, man, where we take care of business, you know what I mean? And I'm trained to take care of business. If little buddy signs on that dotted line and he toes the line with me, then he's the next, you know, world record knockout. I'm having him. That's guaranteed.
I love it, man. I love the intensity right there. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, as a professional MMA fighter and boxer, what's the big difference for you coming into bare knuckle? Because you definitely came in, I mean, full steam ahead. You know, you got 2 knockouts. Undefeated, you know, it seems like you've really adjusted well to it. What's the big difference for you, and why do you feel you're so confident and comfortable in that?
You know, I've been fighting bare knuckle my whole life. Got me in trouble as a kid, as a young adult, and now it's getting me paid. It's an amazing thing, you know. This is the roots. But besides that, I got a Hall of Fame coach, you know, Orlando Cuellar behind me.
Shout out.
He's shout out to Commander Zero. He's the master of this craft. So you know, with him behind me and him, you know, telling me what to do and me listening, it's a masterpiece.
It sure is, man. I mean, I see the training videos online, on Instagram, and it's amazing to see the chemistry that you guys have and the hard work that you guys put in. It's there. You know, there's no question about it. Nobody can deny it. It is all there. The work's getting put in. You know, fight at BKFC 14, you said, I respectfully call out Thiago Alves. I want to fight him for the light heavyweight title in bare knuckle.
Yes, sir.
So, Thiago recently went on social media and praised you for the way you came out. You were very classy about it, and he was, really happy the way you handled yourself with that call out. What's your thoughts on that?
I was a Thiago fan when he was in UFC. I was a Hector, fan also. Hector's a brother to me, training partner. I feel like I'm a gentleman in the sport. You know what I mean? Like we just talked about the going back and forth on Instagram and disrespecting people. I like to say, there's a saying of mine. You can talk all this shit you want, call me what you want. Let me know when I start bleeding. Ain't none of that until we get in that ring and do what we do.
Right.
But I respect all fighters, man, and especially if they stand in front of me. So I would love to fight Thiago sometime in the future for that BKFC belt. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that would be amazing.
It would. I think, a lot of people have been talking about it. I talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people, the names that they're bringing up is you, it's Hector, Thiago, it's that three.
It's awesome to be in the mix of those names, and tell you the truth, those guys, they've been putting in work for years. So have I, but you know what I mean. Those guys are veterans in the game, and it's awesome to be in the mix. My name getting thrown around with these guys. Yeah. It's awesome.
It is awesome, man, and it's also a testimony to your hard work too, and everything you've been doing. Now, what do you? That's right. I think David Feldman's got a great problem now.
Yeah.
In bare knuckle, the organization's growing very quickly. A lot of new fighters coming up. The Total Line series has been great. It's a great feeder promotion that they have going on. Now they're going overseas. There's so much going on. The tryouts. So, since you started with BKFC, how do you feel that this promotion has been growing since you've been there, and where do you see it going from here?
Oh, it's definitely caught fire since I first started. Since I just started first having talks about fights, till when I actually fought for the first time, till now. You know what I mean? And with me setting the record with bare knuckle in the bare knuckle fight was amazing. I see this company. It's the fastest rising promotion right now compared to any promotion. So it's amazing what David has going on. Great fighters on the card, legends, and I see BKFC going a long way for a long time.
I couldn't agree more, man. And the 175 now it's great to hear that you're going to go down to 175, your natural weight, because the first two fights you were, I believe, at 185.
Yeah, right? 185, and my opponents were usually a couple of pounds heavier than me.
Right. That's right. I think the last fight dude was like 195 or something like that, exactly. 192.
Yeah.
So now you're dropping to 175. That opens up this division a little bit more, because now Thiago's in that division. Guys like Julian Lane are in there too. So now you're going to see different style opponents. But I think it's really interesting that you're going to be dropping down to 175. What are your thoughts on dropping to 175? And anybody in particular, or a couple of names in particular, that you'd like to fight at that weight?
Well, I like I said, 175 is a natural fighting weight for me. So I'm gonna get down and feel great, and there's whatever ends up with me fighting for the belt, whatever fight they want to put in the way that ends up for me fighting for the 175 pound belt this year in 2021. I'm down to make it happen.
That's what's up.
Yeah, me and Coach are getting ready.
Tournament. I'm saying tournament right now. 175 tournament. Let's make it happen, BKFC. I want to see it go down. Definitely. So, all right, let's talk about this for a minute, your podcast, because I'm real interested in this, because I love podcasting. We talked about it in the beginning of this interview here. We're at the lab, man, yes, Monster Studios. It's going down. I love the vibe. I love the look in here.
Thank you.
So what's going on with this podcast, and tell me a little bit about it.
So the podcast is, it's a weekly thing, because we're doing current events. So we're trying to keep up with a weekly current event. We have different guests on every week. And we basically, we let the guests talk about themselves, tell the people who they are, what they do, or what they've done, and then we get into the current events. Because honestly, I haven't been into the news for years, but last year in 2020, it was impossible to get away with it. Everybody was kind of part of it, kind of keeping up with COVID and with things being shut down. So that's where this was born from. I have a great team behind me. I got my boy Too Nice as my co-host. And every week we got a dope lineup, so everybody stay tuned. Don't Blink podcast on YouTube.
That's what's up. Well, I'm looking forward to 2021 for you. I would love to see you on this Knuckle Mania card, so hopefully this definitely goes down and we get you a contract.
Yeah, I would.
and we'll get you on this card, man. Well, I say we, but really it's just speaking on behalf of Bare Knuckle. It has nothing to do with that, man. I think you put me in a chokehold right now if I told you I had control over that.
You're my brother, man. Well, I say thank you, Joe, so much for the opportunity, brother. I truly appreciate you. You know, you guys, you always show me love since the beginning of the career. So, man, listen, I'll be there post-fight after I knock whoever signs that contract out. We'll be talking again.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you.
you, man.